Welcome to January 21st and 22nd Homework Help with Bailey, Henderson, Jakovich, and Lucy. We're going to look at Tuesday's homework, problem number 5, the between. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we have the fraction 5/6. That means that 5/6 has to be in between. If we look at all these answer choices, every single one has a different denominator. Okay, if I'm looking at 6, 5 and 4 doesn't go easily into 6. But answer C, 3 and 2, that might work for 6. So that might be the first answer choice I want to do. Remember, you don't always have to do your answers in order. So I'm going to set this up, and remember, you want 5/6 in between. Okay, so the first fraction I have is 1/2. That means I want 1/2 to convert over to a denominator of 6. If I'm looking at that, 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3. So I have a scale factor of 3. If I do it to the bottom, I should do it to the top. So 1 times 3 is 3. That's not going to work because the second fraction would actually come before 5/6 and not after 5/6. So the answer cannot be C, and I don't even have to convert the first one. Okay, looking at the rest of the denominators here, 8 and 24. Well, 6 can go into 24, and so can 8. Why not go ahead and convert just the 6 and the 8 fraction this time? So there's my little line that I want to look at, and let's see. Remember, you want 5/6 to come in between. So, well, what I'm going to have to do with 5/6 is I'm going to have to convert it. So I can't write that on there yet because I need to see what that is if 5/6 has a denominator of 24. So here we go. I need to do that conversion of this fraction. Find the equivalent fraction with 24 as your denominator. If I look at this, 6 times what is 24? 6 times 4. If I do it to the bottom, I do it to the top. So 5 times 4 is 20. So this fraction right here in the middle where 5/6 should be is also going to be 20 over 24 because they are equivalent. 20 over 24. Well, that's kind of exciting so far because the second fraction, 21, would come after that. So 21 over 24. So far, so good. So the only one we got to check now is we have to check 3/8. So I'm going to set that up 3/8. And I want a denominator of 24. So 8 times what is 24? 8 times 3. If I do it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top. So I have a scale factor of 3 on top. So 3 times 3 is 9. And that does come before. So 9/24. And we have our winner right here. 3/8 and 21/24 have 5/6 that comes in between. That works perfectly, guys. Now let's go ahead, and that means we didn't even have to do A. We had no work to do for A. We had no work to do for D. So we saved ourselves some work. You never have to try out your answer choices in order. Okay, moving on for those of you who are ready for Wednesday night's homework. Wednesday number 1. Okay, reading number 1. Which equation best represents the graph of the line? So I want to find the equation. So if I'm trying to see which one of these goes with the graph, we need to start with the graph and start with points on the graph. Like this point right here, okay? Looking at that point, this is our x value, our x line. So our first x is, or one of the x's is 1. And we have an x of a value of 2. So what I'm going to do is just start by plugging in the 1. So I have 2 times, what's one of the x values? 1. So 2 times 1 plus 4. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 is equal to 6. That means on the y line here, and the y line axis goes up and down, it needs to be 6 high. And this is only 1 high. So if I have a table, whatever I plug in, my x, my process, that means basically my equation, my rule, what am I going to do? When you put in your process, it's going to give you your y value. Based on the graph, if I plug in 1, I should get 1 for my answer. So if I plug in 1, I should get 1 for an answer. If I plug in 2, I should get 4 for an answer. So if I plug in 2, I should get 4 for an answer. Let me erase this. This is kind of messy here. You go across first, and then you go up and over. So 1 and 1, 2 and 4. And also you don't go anywhere at all. So 0 and negative 2. And then that's all I need to put. I don't even need to put all that. I've already realized if I plug in 1, it cannot be A because that would give me 6. So it's not going to be A at all. Now, guys, let's think it smarter about this. I should have used 0. And the reason why is because anything times 0 is 0. Like this one right here. 3 times 0 is 0. So now I have 0, take away 2. I don't have enough. That means my answer is going to be negative 2. And that's what it is right here. I have an answer of negative 2. If I plugged it in with C, we had 2 times 0, which is 0, but they're taking away 3. So you should have had an answer of negative 3. And that's not where we're going to be. So the answer can't be C. So our answer to number 1 is going to be B, based on the graph. Because if I plug in 0, I should get negative 2. Well, that was our work for this week. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.